What's up, guys? Happy Friday. As promised, this is our third Q&A. I went to Instagram for a little help this week and asked you guys to comment on my Instagram with what you want to know. And I got a ton of great answers, so many responses, but I can only answer a couple of them. So with that, here's our third Q&A. Faith Wooters asked, what was your second choice for college after Maryland? And I had a lot of different schools looking at me. I was interested in a lot of places, but ultimately it came down to Maryland, UNC, and Duke, and then ultimately Maryland and UNC, ironically. And I chose the Terps. Woo! Lauren Gillies 12 asks, how long are your practices? And our practices at Maryland and our practices at US are really different. Maryland, we were short and sweet, went no longer than 2 hours typically, got in, got out. US, because we don't meet as often, when we do meet, our practices have to be longer. So those tend to be 2.5 hours, sometimes 3, and sometimes more than 1 in a day. Lucid Dreamer 19 asked, what's your favorite movie and TV show? My favorite movie is Miracle. I love that movie. And my favorite TV show, it's a toss-up between Grey's Anatomy and This Is Us. Grey's Anatomy, I watch all the reruns, but This Is Us is so good now. Sophie XZB asked me, how long have you been playing lacrosse? And I've been playing lacrosse since I was 5 years old, and I'm 22, so I've been playing for 17 years, which is older than most of you are, which makes me feel really old. Madison F143 asked me, how do you balance school and lacrosse? And that's a really good question. Especially in college, you're a student athlete. Basically you have a full-time job and go to school. So you go to practice for 3 or 4 hours, then you go to class, then you have study hall, then you have to do your homework. And then sometimes you're traveling for games. So the best way I stayed balanced was by staying organized. So I got a big planner, put everything down, and made sure I had all of my information in that so I could stay organized. Alex Cole asked me, how has lacrosse changed your life? And I think I can say so many different things, but I think lacrosse has changed my life the most because I have met so many amazing people through it. My best friends I've played lacrosse with, most of them. The best coaches I've had have been my lacrosse coaches for the most part. And I've just been able to meet and hear the stories of so many people because of the sport. And lacrosse is important, but Kathy Reese always said it was the relationships and the memories you make that will stand the test of time, and that are really the important things. And the people I've met are by far the most important that I've met through lacrosse, which is pretty cool. Liz Kersey asked, what advice do you have for players who are on the verge of burning out? And I think the biggest thing I can say is that you guys need to play multiple sports. Playing lacrosse for like 12 years and only playing lacrosse is going to burn you out so much quicker than if you mix it up between soccer and basketball and field hockey and lacrosse and ballet or whatever you do. So I think the best thing I can say is to make sure you're playing other sports so that when you do get to play lacrosse, you enjoy it. Caitlin D. Coleman asked, what's the best conditioning tip for midfielders? And for me, what I did was I went on 3 or 4 mile runs basically every day, and I would incorporate some sprints in there, but for the most part, I really needed to work up my endurance to be able to last at full speed during an entire 60-minute game. So I think focusing on long distance and getting that endurance piece up will help you stay conditioned for midfield. Eva and Grilly asked me, who was the person that inspired me to play lacrosse? And while I don't think there's a person who inspired me to play, my friends all played it, so that's why I chose to play it. I wanted to be with my friends and play. But I think the person who continued to inspire me to play anything was my dad. He played soccer in college at William & Mary, and sports were sort of the thing that always was at the core of our bond, and he helped me out a lot growing up and still does. So definitely my dad inspired me to play and to continue to compete at the highest level. Kira Manella asked what club team I was on. If you go back and watch my Flashback Friday, you'll see I was on M&D, and it was one of the best teams I've ever been on by far. M&D, hoorah! All right, that wraps up another Q&A. I got to a lot of you guys today, but don't worry if I didn't get to you. There will be plenty more Q&As to come. So thanks for watching, and tune in next time. Bye. Have a great weekend.